Hi everyone, this is Naina from Angelic Echoes. Welcome back to my channel, and we're doing a reading today to tap in with the energy right now as well as in the near future for your divine masculine, for yourself, divine feminine, and the journey. And the 3 decks of cards I'm bringing in is the power of surrender cards. So we want to tap into what the divine masculine is surrendering to right now. What are you learning to surrender to, and what is the journey evolving to in terms of surrendering? And the angel number oracle, we're bringing in the angel number oracle as well as work your light oracle to see what is happening from a divine perspective. So thank you, angels. Let's get straight into it and let's tap in with the energies of the divine masculine energies over the next few days, and the divine feminine. What is the divine feminine learning to surrender? Wow. And the journey. Thank you, angels. Okay. And what do we need to know about the divine masculines? Thank you, angels. What is the current energy of the masculines, and in the near future, what do we need to know? The divine feminines. Thank you, angels. And the journey. What else do we need to know about the journey? And thank you, angels. What do we need to know about the divine masculine's energy? Okay, we've got trust your path. And this is another one here. Divine feminine. Wow. Flying out. And the journey. Thank you, angel. Wow. Thank you, angels. I can feel the power of the angels. Thank you, angels. It's really awesome when the cards fly out with so much of power. I feel like, I really feel like the angels are driving this reading and part of this reading. It is amazing. Thank you, angels. So let's start with the divine masculines and see what's going on. So let's look into these 2 cards because they're 3 cards from this deck. So we've got here Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. So what I'm feeling with this is that your twin sees you as somebody that is devotional, beautiful. You are mysterious. You are a mystic. They cannot figure you out. You are mysterious to them. And you're also a teacher. So that they are very well aware that you are teaching them, growth, spiritual growth. They are very well aware that you are their guiding light. They are very well aware that you are in tune with your higher self and intuition. And yes, you do go into ego. Divine feminines go into ego, but you are more in tune with your spiritual side, with source. And this is what they admire about you. And I feel this is what they are working towards as well, to be more in tune with their higher self, source, being, in a sense of devotion. And obviously this may not resonate with all of you because, some divine masculines are still discovering that side of them. But some of them are obviously learning to tune in with something greater than themselves because of the signs and synchronicities they're seeing. They are very well aware that there's something greater than them, a higher force, a higher power that is definitely, orchestrating things, or not even orchestrating. Orchestrating is the wrong word, but guiding them, showing them the way, and watching over them and supporting them, and definitely, has things under control. That's what I mean by orchestrating. Having things, managing things in a way in which both your twin is protected, you protected, and making sure that the lessons are being learned and there's growth happening in a safe space, in a supported environment. So the divine and the angels and spirit and guides are guiding the connection. Okay, it's more about guiding the connection, not orchestrating, but guiding the connection. And I feel that some of the divine masculines are tapping in with their higher priestess side of them, or higher priest side of them. They're tapping in more with source by going within, and wanting to match you on a spiritual maturity level as well. And if your twin isn't at that point, they definitely would be curious about that aspect of themselves and you, okay? That is something they do admire about you. So, and they're learning to trust their path, exactly as I was saying here. So, in the sense that if they knew they were supported, what would they do is the question that, they've been guided to ponder and think about. So, if they were supported and they're learning to recognize that they are supported, if they were supported, what would they do? Because they know what they would do. So this support is not just about divine support, but it's also about, being supported in terms of you, divine feminine. That's what I feel in the sense that you would basically support or allow or embrace a second chance, and supported from the divine from a sense of that they can trust the divine to take that leap of faith and that they will not fall or fail because the divine has them, has them in a safety space. They're safe and protected with whatever decision they make or whatever path they choose, which they're obviously being guided to you. So they are learning to trust their path. That's what I feel. They're learning to trust their path. And I feel that they do feel that they are supported in some way or the other. They would feel that they are supported. And they are obviously probably juggling many things because they need to take a break, okay? This is about a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So it's about them needing a break, needing to take a pause. And this is probably what they going to be doing in the next few days, taking time out, taking a pause, taking a break, because they're probably going through a lot right now, a lot of change, chaos, transformation, ascension, and juggling many things, releasing many things, purging many things. There's a lot happening with your divine masculine right now. So they're being guided to take a break, and this is what I feel they're going to be doing, taking a break to just pause and reflect and to just, center themselves, ground themselves, and to find balance within themselves. And we've got your compassion. So I feel this is about you having compassion for your twin because, like I mentioned, they're going through a lot right now. And that's why I feel like the divine is stepping in even more to help them feel supported so they can trust the path. They can trust the path. And so you've been guided to have compassion for your twin. That's what I feel this is about, having compassion for your twin. And I feel that they also have compassion for others, including you, divine feminine. Because some of them, well, not some of them, many of them know that you are, I don't want to say waiting, but, I feel that they do know you're waiting, okay? Even though you're not supposed to be actively waiting, they do know you're waiting. And so, they know it's time to take action. They don't want to lose you. And they also, feeling compassion towards others in their situation. So they are obviously aware of others in terms of not wanting to disappoint anybody, but at the same time, they do have compassion for you and you being asked to have compassion for them. And they are frustrated. So they're learning to surrender the frustration. And I feel the frustration is because, again, like I said, the situation they're in, trying to please everybody is not working out. Not wanting to hurt anybody is also not working out. So you're being guided to have compassion for them. They are doing their best and they're really frustrated because they do feel, they're not going to be able to get out of the situation without disappointing anybody. Somebody is going to be disappointed. And this is what they need to work through, and this is what they need to gain the strength to do, is to do the right thing for everyone involved. So the message says frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take take a breath, center yourself. Wow, I just said that earlier. And regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. And I feel that's exactly this year about taking a break. It's about them needing to take that pause and break to center themselves, ground themselves, and, to find a solution, because by being frustrated, they're not going to gain answers. They need clarity. And so they need to take time out to gain clarity. And you being asked to have compassion because they are going through a lot right now. So have compassion that your twin is doing the best they can, and they're learning to surrender the frustration by actually centering themselves to find solutions. So that's the energy, which is now and in the near future, which I would say is the next maybe 2-3 days. So for the Divine Feminine, what do we have? Wow, we've got play. Okay, let's go through them one at a time. So this is about you having fun. You being guided to have fun. Don't be so serious about life. As much as your twin is a part of you, and wherever you go, whatever you do, your twin is part of you and shares their experiences with you spiritually, okay, and in the 5D and within you. Your life should not just revolve around your twin, okay? This is about you also having fun in your independence, in your freedom, if you're free. If you're not free, then find the if you're not free, then obviously release what doesn't serve you. But the message is about finding joy in life, being lighthearted, being doing things that again lifts your spirit, lifts your vibration. Celebrate things, try things you've never done before. Don't be so serious. That's the message. And you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you, beside you, and behind you. I said behind you for a reason, because I feel like they are backing you. You have unseen higher forces and the divine that's definitely protecting you and backing you up and supporting your decisions, but they're also walking beside you as well. So I feel that if you feel that you're alone in any way, and you feel like you're not being heard, seen, understood, it's not true, because you definitely are watched over, by loving eyes from unseen forces, which is of divine nature. So you're not alone, and therefore you're being guided to even communicate with your guides, angels, ancestors, or any whatever you believe in terms of spirituality. Pray and communicate, and you will receive answers, and you will even receive help. Even if it's about help to surrender, help to not focus on your twin, help to find the human things, help to change your focus to something else that can help you in what you're going through, help to have more compassion for your twin, help to be more patient. These are the things you can pray for, and believe me, you will get the help. So know that you're not alone, because you are definitely being helped and supported. Help is just a prayer away. And if you are being triggered, you need to ask yourself what is triggering you, because whatever's triggering you is healing you. And this is also about your twin triggering you, because they're mirroring you. So your twin could be showing you what you still need to heal, and that's why they have not reached out or contacted you as yet. Even if you feel like you've healed everything, and believe me, I've been there, there's always another layer of the same thing that you can heal. So how I've understood healing to be is that it's definitely it's not like linear, okay? It's spiral. It's like peeling an onion. I've even posted a post on this actually about the process of healing. So you heal something, you heal a layer of it. The same wound can come up to heal the next layer of it. And again, another layer, until it really doesn't affect you anymore. So if your twin is triggering you, or if anyone's triggering you, they're showing you what you need to heal. And your twin could also be showing you what you need to heal, and you showing them what they need to heal. And this happens at a soul level. It also happens without, when you're not reaching out to your twin, you're showing them what they need to do and heal. because you're helping them to heal any fears that is preventing them from being happy. And them not reaching out to you is also teaching you what you still need to heal in order for the two of you to have a successful union, okay? And a harmonious union. And we've got your council of light, because there's help in the subtle realms, divine orchestration. And I just, so I think I spoke about orchestration earlier. And yes, I did. And I retracted the word, but I guess I was right. Divine orchestration is, there's helpers in the subtle realms, because they're helping to orchestrate things, to move things along, to intervene, to help everyone to understand where they belong, and move them on the path of light and happiness in wherever they're meant to be. Okay, this includes you, your twin, any karmic partners or people or situation, anyone else involved. Everyone deserves to be happy, and there's helpers in subtle realms to assist. So what the message is actually saying here is that you have nothing to worry about, because you are getting help from above regarding your twin flame connection and journey. You are not alone. So what the angels are actually saying here is that there's no need for you to be serious, because you're not in this alone. You're not in this alone. There's help from above. They are orchestrating. The helpers in the subtle realms are, and the divine and your guides and ascended masters are orchestrating things. You just need to trust, okay? So if you are feeling triggered by the delay, the time, you need to ask yourself, what is it that you need to heal? Because maybe you're still learning patience. You're still learning to be more understanding, because love is kind, understanding, compassionate, and that's what you're still learning. So you're being shown what you still need to heal. And you are protected. Wow. So, I mean, this message is really, really repeated from the angels, that you are definitely protected. You are watched over. Your journey is watched over. It is all happening as it's meant to happen, as you are where you're meant to be. So there's nothing to be concerned about. And again, surrender to the wonder and awe of who you are and everything around you. So this is again about not taking life seriously and finding the fun and magic in everything around you. And believe you me, this message is also for me, because every time I do a reading like this, I realize after the reading, when certain things transpire, that this is also for me. So I've yet to see what's going to happen next. But yeah, so and I'm trying to keep this lighthearted, as you can tell. So the message says, open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. So open to the magic of every moment, which means, every moment is precious, okay? The moment that is here now, you will never get back again. This moment is here and now. Do not waste it on worrying about the future that hasn't happened, or thinking of the past that you can't change, okay? Every moment is now, and the moment is gone. Within a split second, it's going. It's just going. So you got to be in the now. And when you are in the now, you will find the wonder and, in everything around you. And when you are in the now, in the present moment, you will be naturally in the flow of life. You will not be focused on the time it's taking, how long it's taking, will they ever come back, and worry and stress. You will not feel that way, because you're focused on this very moment and enjoying life in this very, very moment, which is every second that matters, which you'll never get back. So that's the message. So you need to surrender to the awe and wonder of who you are by being in the now, in the present moment, so that you are connected to the ecstasy of the flow of life, being in the flow of life. And you can do that when you do things that are fun, when you're celebrating life, when you're listening to music that uplifts you, when you're dancing to the rhythm of life, when you're doing things that excites you, or trying new things, being around people that support you, uplift you, being around friends, family, going out, spoiling yourself, doing things that really help you to lift your vibration. Then you will find yourself naturally in the present moment, and you will be able to flow easily with the journey. So what's coming in for the journey? Talking about the journey, let's see what's coming in for the journey. So we've got awakening, and I've spoken about this. That The divine masculines are going through an awakening, energy upgrades. So what's happening on the journey is that you and your twin are definitely going through energy upgrades right now, and because there's a new way of integration being orchestrated. Okay, so this is about the two of you integrating, but also for the highest good of everyone on the planet in terms of raising consciousness as well. There's energetic upgrades taking place to be able to raise consciousness, so that there's a new way of being integrated in the planet, because we are the how do I say, the igniters, or the not the early adopters, but we are the ones that are bringing about this rise in consciousness on the planet. Okay, so for others to also raise their consciousness, and then to help heal the planet as well. And we've got you seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So yeah, so there's a divine plan happening here. So this awakening is about the broader, bigger divine plan, which we are all part of, in terms of seeding the light on the planet and laying foundations to raise the consciousness, the energy vibration of the planet, and raise consciousness of the planet, for people to become more aware of themselves, their emotions, their actions, their words, and to be more considerate, caring of everyone involved, and not even people, but just creatures as well. Okay, it's really about becoming more consciously aware of everything around you and yourself. And this is the divine plan, which is part of why there's an awakening taking place. So what else do we need to know here? We've got mindfulness, we've got new beginnings, and we've got release. So what the angels are saying here is that there's a release taking place. So as you and your twin are awakening, and as we raise in the consciousness of the planet, okay, which we are light workers for, that's why we're here as light workers, there's obviously a release taking place of the lower vibration and what needs to go. And this is also about you and your twin releasing anything that needs to go, which is anything that has happened in the past, any baggage from anything else in your past, not necessarily only with your twin, but anything else in your past, including them and their karmic situation, their masks, anything that's holding them back and holding the connection back from being able to come back together, so that we can contribute to the bigger divine plan. That negative low vibration energies is being released, or what doesn't serve is being released, and for new beginnings to come into play. So there's a release taking place for new beginnings to come in, and that's what's coming in. Okay, and this is about being mindful about how you feel, and your twin is also being mindful of their feelings, their surroundings, their emotions, mastering the emotions, and you being guided to do the same. So I feel like this awakening is also helping to bring about mindfulness in the connection as well between you and your twin, to become mindful of each other, to be mindful of others as well, to be mindful of how what you feel, what you say affects things around you, how you actually connect with others, how you connect with source. So mindfulness is all about being more aware, consciously aware, and that's what's coming into play. So this release is bringing about mindfulness, which is bringing about new beginnings. Okay, so this release is bringing about mindfulness, being mindful of one's emotions, feelings, thoughts, patterns, behaviors, addictions, surroundings, connections, circles, the mind, ego, okay, which is helping to bring about new beginnings. So there's a release of what needs to go, because mindfulness is coming into play for a new beginning to come into effect. So we've got here, surrender your attachment to results. And this is about, wanting it now. When is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? So the message says the formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So the more you keep holding on to when is your twin coming, and what is happening, why are they not coming back, is this ever going to happen, and you kind of stressing over it, because there's nothing wrong with inquiring and asking, but don't stress about it. Like, be able to release the attachment to the outcome. Just, you've done what you needed to do, Divine Feminine. Okay, you surrender, you pray. That's all you can do. Do not hold tightly onto what the outcome is going to be. Just trust and surrender. I feel that's what the angels are saying. And I feel this also about your twin, okay? Being able to release the fear and worry about the outcome in terms of what's going to happen if they leave whichever situation or circumstances they're in, what's going to happen if they approach you. So obviously this is about releasing the worry about the outcome as well. So it's both of you learning that. And then surrender the habit of people pleasing. So this is about, both of you are learning to not be in this habit of trying to please other people at the expense of your own happiness. Because remember, there's nothing wrong, once again, in terms of being of service to others. We are here to be of service to others, to help others, to guide others towards light, to be of service to others that need help. But it's not at the expense of your happiness. You do that out of a place of joy, not out of the place of trying to please people at the expense of your own happiness and to the detriment of your own well-being. That's not really being of service then. So the message says, speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. So you must do what makes you happy, and you're both learning to do what makes you happy instead of trying to focus on other people's happiness, like I said, at the expense of your happiness. Doing for others should make you happy, and if it does, then that's being of service. If it doesn't make you happy because you're doing it to please others, then it's not really service. Then you actually are people pleasing. That's the distinction. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading. There's a lot for me to actually recap, and I see it's already almost 30 minutes, the reading. So if you would like to obviously get a summary, in essence, there's a new beginning coming in. Divine Feminine, be lighthearted, be playful, because your journey is being divinely orchestrated. There's a divine plan. You don't have to worry about anything. There's an awakening happening between you and your twin to bring about light into the planet, the world, and also for both of you to come back together, for things to be released, and for a new beginning to come into effect. And also your twin is definitely going through a lot right now. They are going to be taking a break. They need to take a break, a pause. And the break is not necessarily, shut everything out. It's more about taking time to themselves, to center themselves, ground themselves, so they can come up with solutions, because they're getting frustrated with the fact that they cannot find a solution. And that's what they're healing as well right now. So thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day or evening wherever you are. Take care. Namaste. Bye.